Here we go. This question.
Is Ashton Hall truly natural, or is he just another social media liar? Let's dive into the evidence. Now, I'm going to assume majority of you clicked onto the video and know who I'm talking about, but just in case some of you don't recognize the name, he is the guy that was going insanely viral and still is on social media for his morning routine, where he does an absurd amount of stuff over a time frame that makes absolutely zero sense. But it brings into question because on his routine, you didn't see anywhere him pinning or taking certain pills to achieve the physique you are currently seeing on screen. So it brings into question, is this actually attainable naturally?
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Natty or not?
Here we go. This question. I feel like I'll be answering this question for my entire career, which is cool. To keep a long story short, it will never change. I've been doing this for some time now. I'm 28 now. I started training at 15. I'm 13 years into the game. And if I'm being honest, I would just give the credit to my time. When I was 18, I was pretty jacked. Even at 16 and 17, there's a video of me out there. I was pretty jacked. You know what I'm saying? I just started doing it the right way.
And just so we can give you reference of what Ashton looked like around the age of 20, here on screen, right? On the left, you got him, 20 years old, solid physique, right? You know he has good genetics, he has good structure, he has what it would take to have a killer physique, a Mike O'Hearn, Simian Panda level physique, right? And then on the right, him 29. Now the video I was watching where he's claiming natural, this was 8 months ago. Now there's a massive difference, right? 20 versus 29. And I'm gonna assume because he said he started lifting at 15, that's already 5 years into the game at 20 years old. You're gonna hit your natural plateau at some point. This on the right, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news, is not attainable naturally. Now, what's also interesting, if we go back to Ashton Hall's football career, where I believe he was fourth string, right? Couldn't really make it in the football realm of being a running back, so he became a content creator, who of course he claims to be natural. But at this time, he was 5'11", according to the Alcorn football team stats. And this was probably around the time I'd say he was at that 20-year-old range, maybe a little bit older, 21, 22. And his weight was 201. So if we go back to this image, if he is indeed 5'11", I would say here on the left, it does look around the 200-pound, 205 mark. Now over here on the right, this has to be at least 250, 260. And we're not just saying 250, 260 as if he's just hitting the number. He is a very lean, where you see the muscle bellies, the definition, the vascularity. He looks as though he's going into a prep and still claims natural.
I was very driven. My portions were definitely off when I first started, but yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for some time now. For me, it's like I live for health purposes. It's not just about the aesthetic. I'm not trying to hop on a stage. I'm not competing with the dude to left and right of me. People always ask, like, my next goal. My goal is always to lose weight.
But here's the thing that he's not bringing up. It is you against the guy next to you. Social media, as much as people don't want to say it, is a game. And there's competition, other content creators. In order to stand out, you have to be able to beat out the competition in whatever realm that is. If it's fitness, gaming, whatever it is, you have to offer something to the people that makes you stand out over all the other thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people that are creating content. So it is beneficial for people that are in the fitness realm or being a fitness influencer to look the part, to stand out amongst the majority of the planet. And what is the best way to do that? Not only have incredible genetic, but then blast gear and achieve a physique that people dream of or want to have. And then with him being in the business mindset he probably sees it as a fat payday of trying to get people to believe his physique was achieved naturally so that he can sell them on whatever plans, coaching, and lifestyle stuff he is selling them on, so that their dreams and ambitions can be fulfilled and they can achieve a physique like Ashton Hall. And it's just the most scummy liar. I can't trust people like this. And Ashton, if you were watching this, I am calling you out to your face. I am willing to put money on it that you are a liar. You are a liar.
Always looking to lose 10 or 15 pounds. For my height, I feel like, what else is there to do? I'm already big enough. So yeah, steroids will be like backwards for me. And when it comes to being lean, like I am not that lean. If you really look at my content, like, if I was on juice, bro, I would be super shredded. I would be like way.
He's not shredded, huh? So you mean to tell me this isn't shredded? I mean, maybe I'm just in the wrong city of the world and the one you're in has Mike O'Hearn on average level physiques, but to me, this is in the top percent of the world. Yeah, no, he's not very lean. You're right. You can see his abs fully. And yeah, he's right. Yep, definitely not very lean. If he was lean, you would see every single muscle cell popping through. Every atom that makes up Ashton Hall. That's how you know you're lean enough.
I'm 5'10", 205, 210 pounds. So yeah, I already know this is gonna get some hate. I always push, my natty card not to flex on the people who are taking steroids. I know I'm no better than them. Not at all. I push it just so the people out there who are debating if they need to hop on steroids, so they can know they don't need to. Because there's so many people in the industry who, promote and push that they're using and stuff like that, and they're influencing the game in that way. So the guys who are natty, who look good and who are doing their thing, I think they...
Here we have another little transformation. Ashton on the left, 220 pounds, looking a little fluffy, off cycle for sure, or before he had ever touched cycles. I'm just going to assume this is actually when he was natural, right? Because you can still see his genetics popping through, even here on the left. Solid shoulders, solid chest. Of course, he has a higher body fat percentage here, solid arm size. So it's no wonder that, of course, when he gets his diet in check and he actually starts to blast gear, he's going to have an insane physique. Now, what's interesting is he labels that success for waking up at 3:50 a.m., sleeping at 8 p.m., and having a cheat meal once per week, and then says that he had this physique because he was waking up at 9 a.m. and going to sleep at 2 a.m., and then he was having a cheat meal whenever. Now, a cheat meal, yeah, you probably shouldn't have that whenever, but he's leaving out a very crucial part of information that allowed him to achieve this physique from this physique. And where's the cycle? Behind genetics, that was the most important part you missed. Now, in my opinion, Ashton Hall has, especially in the last few months, taken over the reins from Simeon Panda. You don't hear much about the good old Simeon Panda. Some of you might not even know who I'm talking about unless you've been around the industry for a while. But notorious for claiming natural, lives or dies by the claiming natural, and Ashton Hall has taken over the throne. Now, with all this being discussed, even though I believe there's a 0% chance Ashton Hall is currently natural and that he has never touched any performance-enhancing substance in his life, maybe you somehow think differently. And if that is the case, I do want to hear about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave your thoughts about it in the comments down below. And be careful. I don't want you guys becoming another Ashton Hall, getting success for the wrong reasons.